Paul Robeson, the voice of justice. Hello, families, and welcome back to Black History for Us All. I'm Mrs. Deb, and it's a pleasure to continue our journey through the rich tapestry of Black history. Remember, these stories are integral to understanding our collective past and shaping our future. In our previous episode, we celebrated the groundbreaking achievements of Major General Marcelite J. Harris. Today, we turn our attention to a man whose talents spanned multiple arenas, Paul Robeson, an extraordinary individual whose voice and activism left an indelible mark on the world. Early life and academic excellence. Paul Leroy Robeson was born on April 9, 1898 in Princeton, New Jersey. His father, William Drew Robeson, was a former enslaved person who became a Presbyterian minister, and his mother, Maria Louisa Bastille, was a schoolteacher. This foundation instilled in Paul a deep appreciation for education and resilience. Robeson excelled academically and athletically. He attended Rutgers University, where he became the third African American student admitted. Despite facing significant racial discrimination, he earned 15 varsity letters in sports. He was a two-time All-American football player and graduated as class valedictorian in 1919. Artistic prowess and activism. After Rutgers, Robeson attended Columbia Law School, earning his LLB in 1923. However, the pervasive racism of the era limited his opportunities in law, leading him to pursue a career in the arts. Robeson's rich bass baritone voice, commanding stage presence, garnered him international acclaim. He starred in productions like The Emperor Jones and Othello, becoming one of the first Black actors to portray serious roles on the American stage. His rendition of Old Man River in the musical Show Boat became iconic. Beyond the stage, Robeson was a fervent activist. He used his platform to advocate for civil rights. He wasn't just a performer, he was a revolutionary. He was a revolutionary voice for justice. He believed that art should be used to uplift and liberate people, and he never shied away from speaking out against oppression. In the 1930s and 1940s, he traveled the world performing concerts and supporting anti-colonial and labor movements. He spoke out against racism in the United States, fascism in Europe, and the apartheid in South Africa, long before many others even dared to. But his activism came at a price. During the Red Scare of the 1950s, when the United States government was cracking down on suspected communists, Robeson's passport was revoked because of his outspoken beliefs. He was blacklisted from performing, and many venues refused to even host him. But did that stop him? Absolutely not. Instead of backing down, he began singing to his audiences over the radio and phone lines, ensuring that his message of justice still reached the world. Legacy and lasting impact. Despite facing immense backlash, Robeson never compromised his principles. His legacy as an artist, activist, and intellectual paved the way for future generations of performers who used their platforms to advocate for social change. Today, Paul Robeson is remembered not just for his voice, but for his fearlessness. He showed us that standing for justice isn't always easy, but it's always necessary. Because of him, we know that art can be a weapon, that truth cannot be silenced, and that a single person can make a difference in the world. Here are 3 ways we can honor Paul Robeson's legacy. Learn and share his story. Many people still don't know the full impact of his life. Support artists and activists who fight for justice. Art has always been a powerful tool for change. Speak up, even when it's hard. Robeson showed us that silence helps the oppressors, not the oppressed. Want to keep learning? Download today's free Paul Robeson's printable at heymissdeb.com/podcast. Love the podcast? Keep us sharing these hidden stories by donating at paypal.biz/heymrsdeb. Tomorrow, we will celebrate the Queen of Gospel, a woman whose voice wasn't just powerful in music, but in the civil rights movement as well. Get ready. Meet Mahalia Jackson. You don't want to miss it.